Hi guys, welcome back to the English with Surento. And this is the third podcast that I'm going to make for today. And in today's podcast, I'm going to explain about a tense. So it is simple present tense. Okay. Now the reason I want to make a video about tenses is actually I get asked from my students. They request, they said that, sir, why don't you just make a video about tenses, like the simple present tense, the past tense, the future tense, perfect tense, etc. like that. And I think they might have learned at school. So why should I make that again? I think, well, because they keep pushing me, they keep like insisting me on making that. So today I decided to make a podcast about tense, which is the third episode of the podcast. Okay? So we are going to be looking at the simple present tense. The simple present tense. Okay, I'm sure you are familiar with this one. You must have heard of that in your school, or when you take English classes, you might have heard of that. It's quite familiar. It's always be the first tense that you are going to cover when you first learn English. Okay. So what is it? The simple present tense. What is a tense? To talk about our everyday activities. So the things that we normally do every day, we do it repeatedly again and again. Okay. So it's to talk about everyday activities. So it's more or less like our habit. So it's like a habit. Okay. And then another function of the simple present tense, it can also use to talk about a fact. Okay. To talk about fact. For example, the earth goes around the sun, okay, something like that. Okay. The first thing that I'm going to explain here will be the structure, okay, how to form a sentence with simple present tense. Okay, structure is subject plus verb 1. Okay, just subject plus verb 1. Now it seems so easy, right? It's not that difficult, but there are some things that we need to pay attention to, okay, as we go further into the lesson. Okay, let me give you the example of sentences, okay? For example, the subject, I, and the verb 1 will be play. For example, I play, what is it, what do you play? I play marbles. Now, marbles is like those kind of small ceramic balls, okay, that we play when we were a child. So those are marbles. So I play marbles. Now the subject is in here is I, okay. Now I'm sure you know the subjects, right? There are you, and also we, and then they. So I, you, we, they, and then she, he, or and it. Yeah. So with the verb play, I write here again. You play marbles. We play marbles. They play marbles. She plays marbles. He plays marbles. And it plays marbles. That's a bit strange for it because it refers to thing or animal. But anyway, it's just an example, okay? So here, what do you notice? So what difference do you notice in here? What stands out? We've got the S in here. So as you can see, there's the S there. So you might be wondering, why is it like that? Well, actually, that's the rule, okay? The rule for the simple present tense. When the subject is he, she, it, the third person singular, we need to place S, okay, in the verb. So play become plays. Now sometimes we can place es2, like go, goes, like that. Okay, it depends on the verb. Okay, this is the thing to remember. Okay, because most of people, most of my students, they always forget to add s. The subject is she or it. Okay. And then what another subject that also plays s in the verb? They are singular person, like Jack, for example. Okay. So Jack plays marbles with the s2. Jack plays singular person. Remember? Okay. Jack is singular person, so it's s. Jack plays marbles. Also my friend. You see. So my friend is singular person. The verb s. My friend plays marbles. And also my cousin, for example. Okay, my cousin plays marbles. Okay. So what you notice in here is the s difference. Huh? Whereas for the subject I, you, we, and they, we don't place s or es in the verb. Okay, just to keep in mind. Okay. What I've given here will be the example of the positive, and I'm going to move on to the negative. Now, how to form the negative of the simple present tense? Well, we just need to place don't or doesn't, which is do not or does not. Here, to make it negative, it becomes I don't play marbles. Okay, and then also you don't play marbles, we don't play marbles, they don't play marbles, she doesn't play marbles, he doesn't play marbles. Okay, my cousin doesn't play marbles. Okay, what you notice in here? What is different in here in the positive and negative? Well, you see that after doesn't, there's no more s in the verb here, so the s is removed. Okay, we don't need to press an s. Why? Because there's already auxiliary doesn't here, so we don't need to press s in the verb again. Just to keep. There's one thing to keep in mind to remember. Okay, hope it's clear. And the last one, we are going to make the interrogative sentences or the question form. It becomes, do I play marbles? You can change do you play marbles, it's okay, that makes sense too. Do you play marbles? Do we play marbles? Do they play marbles? Does she? So does she play? There's no s in here. Marbles. Does he play marbles? Does my cousin play marbles? Okay, so we use does, yeah, for he, she, it, and then this one, the subject, the singular subject, and we use do for I, you with the indication form. So like, do you play marbles? Do you play marbles when you were small? Well, when I was small, I like to play marbles a lot. I can spend my entire afternoon playing marbles with my friends outdoor there. And sometimes my mom got angry, and then my mom would just grab my marbles and just throw it away. It was so scary at that time for me. Okay, so that's it until here. Okay, hope it's understood for you. Now, as I said earlier, when to place s and place es for the same verb, you might be wondering. Okay, for the verb that ends with s, for the verbs that ends, for the verbs that end with the letter, okay, with the letter s, h, x, and o. So the verb text es, okay, plus es for the singular subject plus es. There should be an arrow in here. I'm not good at drawing, so that plus es. Let's look at the example. S. What the word that ends in s? This word miss. This verb miss become misses. She misses her boyfriend or something, okay? Or my mom misses me a lot. Okay, and then for there's more like kisses, okay? But just give one example for each. Edge. What word ends with edge? Like watch. Watch comes watches. Okay, watches. Sally watches TV every evening, or she watches YouTube when she has free time, etc. Watches, and then X, like mix. Okay, mixes plus es mixes. My father mixes the sugar with the coffee. Okay, and then O. Okay, this one is very often used. Go. Okay, because she goes to school every day. Okay, or my father goes to church every Sunday. Okay, Mrs. watches, Mrs. Goes. Okay, so those are the verbs that should plus es. Okay, when the subject in here is she or he or one person, Jack. Okay, yeah, Lucy, etc. She misses, he watches, Jack mixes, Lucy goes to market, etc. And the other, we just press S. Okay? Normally we just press S, like dreams, and kills, arrives, leaves. Just press S. Listens. Now this is listen, okay? It's not listen, but listens, yeah? Press S, listens. And all of them are just press S, except for the Y. Now the Y, it's kind of tricky in here. For the word that ends with Y, for the verbs end with Y. Now the verbs that ends with Y, there are two rules that you guys need to know that. Now if the verbs, okay, well, if the last letter is Y, if there is a vowel that comes before Y, so vowels is like A, E, I, O, and U. So those are vowels, okay? If there is vowels that comes before Y, for example, like play, enjoy, okay, or buy. So do you see the vowels in here? This is the vowels. A, O, and U, okay. So before the Y there is a vowel, right? So if there's a vowel before the Y, we don't change the Y, we just press S. So it becomes place. So it should be like this, place, okay? And then enjoys, buys. So we just press S, we need to change the Y, okay? On the other hand, if the verbs that ends with Y, but there's not a vowel, it's a consonant that comes before the Y. A consonant is except this, there are no consonant in letters in alphabet. For example, like cry, okay, carry, fly. And we need to change the Y become I, okay, and press ES. So it becomes cry. But the Y change to I plus ES. So cry, cries. Okay? Carry, carries. Fly, flies. Okay? Or study, become studies. Okay? Study, studies. Okay, so that's for the rules for Y. This is you have to remember it in your mind. Okay, it's not tricky. And there's a Y exception. Okay, that I'm going to point out. This one, have. It becomes has. Okay, it's not has. No, it's never the word. Okay, have become has. Like Lucy has. Okay, but I have. Okay, this is to keep in mind, to remember, have become has. Okay, I hope it's clear. So in the future, you know how to place s or es, okay, to the certain verbs. Okay, and then moving to the last part of the simple present tense, I'm going to explain about how do we form the simple present tense with the question word, like why, when, where, what, who, etc. Okay. Okay, in here, this is enough space for me to say. So when I want to ask you, for example, you like to play marbles, right? I want to ask you, why you always play marbles, or why do you always play marbles? Which is correct. The letter is correct. Why do you always play marbles? So if you want to add the question word, so the question words like why, where, how, when, what, sorry, but that what, okay, who. So for these question words, we need to press the do or does, the auxiliary. Auxiliary is do and does, okay? Auxiliary and then press the subject. For example, why do you play marbles? Why do you play marbles? Okay, many of my students said like this. Why you play marbles? It should be why do you play marbles? There should be an auxiliary that comes for the why. Okay, this is the question word. Why does Jack play marbles? Okay, see, Jack does. Okay, or where, okay, where do they play marbles? Okay. What do you always play? What do you always play? Okay. Now in here, always, this is another verb. This is another verb. At verb for the simple present tense. The other verbs will be like usually, sometimes, always, okay, I word here, always, often, you can get often or often, okay, and seldom or rarely, okay, these two are the synonym. Or every, like every day, every Sunday. Now when you write every day, you need to use a space in here. This is the thing to keep in mind. So it's not like this every day. It is wrong. You need to give a space every day. Okay, remember that. You can place the adverbs. You can include the adverbs in your sentence. For example, I usually play marbles with my friends, okay? Or you sometimes play marbles, or we often play marbles. They always play marbles when they have free time. So when you see a sentence with these verbs, okay, the sentence belongs to the simple present tense. Okay, so I hope I have covered all the aspects of the simple present tense, and I hope the explanation is clear for you. Now I know that the quality of my sound is not really good, it's not too clear, because I haven't got a mic yet, so just stay tuned, okay? I'm going to make a video with a mic, so everyone can listen to me clearly next time. Yep, okay, thank you, that's all. Thank you for watching to this podcast, okay? And I hope you learned something interesting and useful, and you can use it. And make sure you can subscribe and like the video, okay? And I'll speak to you in the next podcast.